prep some easy plant-based breakfast, lunch, dinner and snack that get you 100 grams of protein per day. Our high protein breakfast this week is a chocolate peanut butter protein overnight oats with 30 grams of proteins. You need 3 glass jars, and in each jars you're gonna add half a cup of rolled oats. You can also use quick oats as you like. Add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds in each jars. You can use white chia seed or black chia seed. A teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. And now your favorite chocolate protein powder, 2 tablespoons. I'm using a chocolate hazelnut flavor. Stir together to make sure everything is well combined. This will prevent any lumps of protein powder in your overnight oats. Now add 1 teaspoon of peanut butter. I'm using unsalted and unsweetened peanut butter with no added oil. Then use 2/3 cup of soy milk. I'm using protein fortified soy milk to boost the protein of my breakfast, but you can use any kind of plant-based milk you love. A tablespoon of dark chocolate chips. I'm using 85% cocoa chocolate chips, which is very low in sugar, but again, you can use any kind of vegan chocolate you love. Stir everything very well to dissolve the protein powder and cocoa powder into the milk and refrigerate for about 30 minutes until it's thick. Meanwhile, I'm making a peanut butter sauce using half a cup of powdered peanut butter. You can also use regular peanut butter, but I like this option because it has less fat and less calories, so it makes a low calorie, high protein breakfast. Stir with water to form a creamy topping and bring back the jars from the fridge. Divide the peanut butter sauce on top of each jar evenly. You can also use almond butter if you prefer, or any kind of nut butter you love. Spread nicely and add some crushed peanuts on top. Few more dark chocolate chips if you like for flavor and a crunch. And refrigerate up to 4 days. Eat cold in the morning. The next day, the texture should be thick and creamy and delicious. My high protein lunch this week is a high protein vegan taco salad. I'm using vegetable protein, which is basically soy protein. It has a texture of ground meat, but of course it's plant-based. It contains lots of protein and it's very easy to cook in 10 minutes. First, warm some olive oil and add some yellow onion and stir to cook until fragrant. Then I'm adding a few spices, cumin, paprika. You can also use ready-made taco seasoning for a faster option. Oregano and some garlic powder. Tomato paste. Stir everything to cook the spices until fragrant. Then add some water and some vegetable stock. Now it's time to add some soy sauce for umami flavor and the soy protein. As you can see, it looks a bit like ground beef, and it's gonna thicken in the pan after you cook for like 10-12 minutes. Transfer onto a plate so it can cool down completely before adding into the taco salad. Meanwhile, I'm making a yogurt dressing for my salad using some coconut yogurt, some garlic infused olive oil, lime juice, and taco seasoning. You can use any kind of plant-based yogurt to make the dressing. I like coconut yogurt because it's creamy and thick, and it makes the sauce absolutely delicious. The dressing absolutely delicious. Start to combine and set aside. Then use some vegan smoked cheddar and grate. Bring your glass jar onto your bench top, and it's time. Divide the yogurt salad dressing evenly into each jars. Add black beans. I'm using canned black beans, some corn kernels, and the vegan taco meat. Make sure it's cooled. You have the full recipe in the video description with all the measurements to make these vegan taco salad jars. Some dairy-free smoked cheddar. You don't have to use cheese. You can skip this step if you like. I just like the flavor. A few cherry tomatoes and some lettuce. This salad contains 27 grams of protein per jar. You have the size of the jar in the video description as well. A bit of cilantro on top. Same, you can skip the herbs if you don't like their flavor. Store the jars in the fridge for up to 4 days. When it's lunchtime, upside down the salad onto your plate. Give it a little shake to make sure the dressing runs down to the plate, and enjoy. Our high protein dinner this week is a vegan stir fry using tofu and soba noodle. It contains 38 grams of protein per serve. Start by removing the moisture from the tofu block. I like to press my tofu between chopping board and add heavy weight on top to do so. Then I slice my tofu into slices. I stack up the slices, and now I'm gonna slice again to form tofu cubes. I like to cut them all at the same time so it saves time and I go faster. Spread some olive oil on the tofu cubes and toss to coat. Bring a baking sheet covered with parchment paper and line the tofu cubes in a single layer. Bake at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes until the tofu is crispy, and meanwhile, prepare the vegetable for the stir fry. Today I'm using zucchini, carrots, and broccoli. I cut the broccoli into small florets so they cook faster. And I cut the zucchini into larger pieces because zucchini cook really fast and I don't want the zucchini to be mushy in my stir fry. For the red bell pepper, just slice. Prepare the sauce. The stir fry sauce is made of soy sauce, mirin, vegan oyster sauce. The measurements are in the video description for you guys. Some cornstarch, a bit of maple syrup for sweetness, and whisk everything together to form a nice and smooth stir-fry sauce. Warm some roasted sesame oil in a wok pan and cook some sliced onion. Add some crushed garlic. And now stir-fry all your vegetables. Add the cooked soba noodle into the stir-fry and pour the stir-fry sauce over the vegetable and noodle. Toss to combine nicely and coat everything together. Bring back the crispy baked tofu cubes, stir, and cook a few minutes until warm. Transfer into glass containers. You can add a few sesame seeds on top of each bowl. They store up to 4 days in the fridge and freeze up to 1 month. Rewarm in the microwave just before serving. You requested more high-protein dessert and snacks, so today I'm sharing 2 of them, starting with this high-protein banana bread. Start by measuring precisely the amount of mashed bananas. To do so, pack the mashed banana into measuring cup and use exactly what you need. Freeze the leftover for smoothie. Bring back the mashed banana into the mixing bowl with some maple syrup, oil of choice, and your favorite vanilla protein powder, baking powder, baking soda, oat flour, cinnamon. Stir to combine and form a smooth banana bread batter. If you like, add a few dark chocolate chips. You can also choose to add some walnuts, pecan, shredded coconut. Grease a loaf pan and add the banana bread batter into the loaf pan. Bake for 35 to 40 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the center of the banana bread come out clean. Cool 10 minutes in the pan, then cool on a cooling rack. Slice when the bread is cool and enjoy. It's moist, it's packed with protein, and it's absolutely amazing. You can freeze the banana bread up to a month. Now let's make some cookie dough protein balls. Add 3/4 cup of peanut butter into a mixing bowl, some soy milk, vanilla extract, maple syrup or any kind of liquid sweetener you love, oat flour, and your favorite protein powder. Few chocolate chips. Stir to bring everything together. At first, the dough looks a bit wet and soft, but after a few minutes, it became to get a bit less sticky and it will be easy to roll into small balls between your hands. You can create different flavors using almond butter or swapping the chocolate chip for chopped walnuts, almonds, shredded coconut, anything you like. Place into airtight container and store up to 1 week into the fridge. I hope you guys enjoy this high protein vegan meal prep. Don't forget to subscribe and push the notification bell to get notified when I release the next meal prep next week.